Your Honor, the prosecutors offered on both those insurance cases to allow the civil infraction.
All right. Ms. Howard, would you come forward? Thank you, Keith, and
Sure.
Thank you, prosecutor's office. And David's proposal for now, while we don't have enough staff to send the public defender down there, I guess we can make that work. All right, Ms. Howard, the public defender has checked with the prosecutor, and they're willing to dismiss this charge of no proof of insurance, which costs a minimum of $325 for a charge called no proof of insurance. No proof of insurance means you didn't have the little slip in the car. It means you had insurance, but you didn't have proof. And many of us have done that. We get the thing in the mail, we set it aside, your insurance expires. So the fine for that is $150, and it's not a misdemeanor, it's a civil infraction. Are you willing to plead to no proof of insurance?
Yes.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're going to step inside a courtroom where a routine insurance case takes an unexpected turn. The prosecutor offers to reduce the charges to a civil infraction, and the defendant is faced with choice: plead guilty to no proof of insurance and pay a fine. Tension mounts as the reality of legal and financial consequences sets in, setting the stage for deeper revelations about her personal struggles.
Fine and cost for that is $150, and by statute, ordinance, civil infractions are supposed to be due within 30 days. Today's August 20th. Can you pay that by September 20th? Need more time?
I can't even answer because I have to file for disability. And my ex, who I'm talking about, he took everything from me.
I think I must know who he is. We've
Because
got Kleenexes there on the, they
He's
say I
actually in
make
the
all the
parking
girls
lot
cry, but he's in the parking lot?
there's
Well, wait a minute, that's not very good. Switch that, well, yeah, it's usually on the defender's side. We don't make the prosecutor cry all that much.
I try hard, though. I try hard.
We do.
but I've been
soulless.
going through a lot. My house that I got from my kids' night. He took the money and I have to be out on the 3rd.
You said he's in the parking lot?
Yeah, we just pulled. We got here and he was in the parking lot.
The courtroom tension intensifies as the defendant struggles with financial obligations and a looming deadline for a fine. Personal pressures spill over when she mentions her ex is in the parking lot, creating an immediate sense of threat. Observing her discomfort, it's clear this is more than a legal matter. The stakes are deeply personal, and the judge must balance procedural fairness with genuine concern for her safety.
All right, waiting for you.
Oh, no,
What's his name?
Jesus Borrego.
Who?
Jesus Borrego.
Don't know him. Well, I'm gonna use this date. Don't worry about it, but at some point you're gonna need to pay this. Have you considered asking for a PPO?
I did, and they, because it wasn't, I live in Edwardsburg. I went to the Cass County over there and they told me because there's domestic that there's a no contact. But we were supposed to go to court.
Where's the domestic here or Cass
There's
County?
been two here against me and my daughter, and then 2 in Cass County. And he's got away with all of them.
Where is the charge pending?
There's no charges, nowhere. He got let go with disturbing the peace, and I don't know why, because my head was cracked open.
In Cass County or St. Joe County?
Both were dropped.
Again, the judge doesn't make the charge.
Yeah, he drugged me by the truck. He cracked my head.
Emotions run high as the defendant recounts past abuse, describing violent encounters and injuries at the hands of her ex. The room hangs on every word as she details being attacked and the frustration of charges being dropped. This section exposes the personal peril underlying the case, making the courtroom drama gripping, raw, and tense, highlighting the intersection of the law with real-life danger.
cracked my head open.
BORREGO.
BORREGO.
There's still a current, no contact order.
No, they dropped it. They never contacted me. He showed up at court at my house right after he got out of jail. And it's Borrego Villarreal. Did you get it?
I see it, Borrego Villarreal,
Yeah, Jesus Trinidad Borrego Villarreal.
but I don't see anything 2021.
That was when it first started. The first.
So there were two. There was I think Deborah Davis was still here. It was actually set for a jury trial.
The new one?
The one, it says dismissed uncooperative victim. Abuse and neglect case still open, dismissed by prosecutor. So in that December of 2021, we had a jury trial set and the prosecutor said that you weren't cooperative and they dismissed it. Let's look at the other one.
No, I filled out the paper to inform me with everything that I wanted to be in the courtroom.
I don't know, but the prosecutor dismissed both of these charges in December of 2021. And all I'm looking at is the rough notes because you were uncooperative. So I don't know what that means, but anyway, we don't have anything pending here. So
Here, the narrative shifts to case history, with the defendant explaining dismissals in prior proceedings. Observing the records, the judge notes uncooperative verdicts, adding layers of complexity and suspense. The audience is left piecing together the timeline of her legal battles and wondering whether justice was served, while her ongoing vulnerability to her ex remains unresolved, keeping viewers on edge.
So is there anything pending in Cass County?
He just recently just got out of jail just last month.
Is there a no contact order in Cass County?
I thought there was a no contact order because that's what the judge, the Victor Fritz,
Yes.
his name, told me when I went to go put a PPO. He said there's no contact order. But then he showed up at my house,
Well,
and he said that they dropped it
I
off.
can't speak
So
for.
I can't.
Well, the prosecutor doesn't do the PPO, the judge does. So there's a lot of here I
I
don't
want a
know.
PPO. I want.
Well, I would go back to the Cass County courts and ask for a personal protection order. I want to make sure that things are okay in the parking lot. We're gonna find Mr.
He was there
Borrego Villarreal.
knocking on, pounding and pounding on my door at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. And he didn't stop and woke up my,
When was this?
this morning.
This morning.
This morning, and he woke up my girls and my baby boy, and I go outside, I'm scared, and he's like, what are you doing, what are you doing, just yelling at me and everything, and he's yelling at my daughter. And
All right, well, that has nothing to do with this insurance case, but I am concerned about your safety. We're gonna have the bailiffs escort you out to your
thank you so
car
much.
and see what Mr. Villarreal Borrego is doing.
Mhm.
But I would encourage you to go back to the court, wherever they do PPOs in Cass County. It isn't, you don't need
Tension
to.
spikes as the defendant describes her ex appearing at her home in the early morning hours, threatening her and her children. The courtroom scene becomes intense, with immediate concerns for personal safety. The judge emphasizes the importance of a personal protection order, illustrating how the law intervenes beyond mere fines. Observers are drawn into the mix of legal procedure and real-world danger.
You don't need the prosecutor to get a PPO. It's a personal protection order. So all I know is your cases were dismissed because they said you weren't cooperative, which happens a lot. Anyway, you pay that fine when you can. It has a due date of September 20th.
Okay, am I able to go and speak to somebody about that one,
Which one?
from the one that they said I was uncooperative, or find
Well,
out what they
it's 4
talked-
years
No, to
ago.
find out what they were talking about.
Yeah, you can go to the prosecutor's, been asked to talk to the
Okay.
victim advocate here
Okay.
at the courthouse.
Okay,
All right, you're good to go.
thank you.
Calm returns briefly as the judge clarifies that prior cases were dismissed due to non-cooperation and guides are on next steps. The defendant is advised to pay the fine and consider a victim advocate. While the suspense softens, there is still an undercurrent of tension, reminding viewers that her legal and personal struggles are far from over and that each procedural step carries consequences.
I'll find out what's going on there. I don't like the whole sound of that. All right, your case was the same charge, and the prosecutors made the same plea offer to dismiss the no insurance for a plea to no proof of insurance, which carries a $150 fine and is a civil infraction. Are you willing to do that?
Yes, sir. Last I knew that I had insurance, and I never got a notification that it lapsed. So
the focus shifts back to the current insurance infraction. Observing the courtroom, it's clear the plea to no proof of insurance is procedural, yet it reveals a defendant's frustration over miscommunication with law enforcement. The exchange captures a subtle tension between legal technicalities and everyday mistakes, highlighting how a small oversight can ripple into courtroom drama, keeping viewers engaged.
Well, then this probably would be an appropriate no proof of insurance, because you couldn't prove to the policeman you had insurance.
I had a card in my vehicle, but the officer said when she ran it, she said that I had no insurance. So I said, I got a card, and I showed it to her, but evidently it lapsed or something.
Oh, it must have expired. And I said, many people have done that.
Here, the defendant explains her insurance card was in the vehicle, but may have lapsed. From an observer's perspective, this moment humanizes her, demonstrating how minor errors intersect with legal consequences. The narrative emphasizes common mistakes that escalate into formal charges, while the courtroom remains attentive, balancing empathy with adherence to the law, maintaining suspense without escalation.
Fine.
Bad on my thought. I mean,
all right. Can you pay $150 by September 20th?
Yes, sir.
How many miles did you have on this? How many miles did you have on this 2006 Chevy?
Like 208,000.
You got 200,000 miles on a 2006 HHR. I think you got your money's worth. Chevy engines aren't known for going 200,000 miles. But
my buddy has one that's got 400,000 miles on it.
Wow. Well, good for you. Maybe in your Wyoming, everything's a long ways away from each other.
The session concludes with discussions about payment deadlines and the defendant's worn vehicle, offering a lighter human touch after intense moments. Observers see a glimpse of everyday life beyond the courtroom drama, but the stakes remain present with the pending fine. This section resolves the legal narrative while grounding it in reality,